Well, how about Mitt Romney's big announcement over the weekend that his running mate will be...
Travis Ruiz joins us to tell us more about it. Trav?
Meredith, Steve, good morning. Of course, it's this man right here standing next to Mitt Romney. It is none other than Paul Ryan. He is 42 years old, and he is the United States Representative for Wisconsin 1st Congressional District. He's served since 1999. This is his 7th term. He's best known for being the chair of the House Budget Committee, where he is focused on fiscal policy and privatizing Social Security. Now, when it comes to siding with his party, he sides with it 93% of the time whenever he votes. And all right, social media played a big role in this announcement. Of course, he announced Saturday morning at a rally that Paul Ryan would be his running mate, but he actually announced on Twitter 90 minutes before.
Really?
So everyone who was on Twitter was able to see, who the running mate was before, those people who weren't.
Big benefit to following him on Twitter, I guess. Or did he announce it on his own personal one, or did Romney announce it via Twitter?
Mitt Romney did actually 90 minutes before.
Okay.
And of course, if you were on Twitter the night before, you were probably already informed that Paul Ryan was going to be the running mate. An insider gave a tip to some news organizations, including the Huffington Post, that Paul Ryan would be the running mate. So, word always leaks, but this time social media 90 minutes before, so certainly very interesting. Paul Ryan, a lot of comments we're getting on our Facebook. Let's take a look at some of those. Lissa says, very good choice. Ryan has the best ideas for our country. And on the other side, there's a lot of people who are for him. They say, he's the perfect guy who's going to energize the base and energize the young voters. He's 42 years old. You've got to be 35 years old to be the president. So that's how old you've got to be the vice president. So certainly interesting there. Let's take a look at the opposition on Facebook. Daniel says, ashamed, once again, to be a Republican. I found this one very interesting. That's why I chose this one. He's a Republican himself, he says, but he's ashamed. Now, I don't know who he wishes. Of course, there was a lot of other people in the running. Nonetheless, Paul Ryan chosen. All right, one more from the opposition. Brandon says, the GOP have had a long love affair with terrible VP choices. In the last 40 years, the only great one they picked was George H.W. Bush, and that was a strategic move. Of course, you remember the last failed Republican campaign was with Sarah Palin, so certainly that was a surprise once again. It'll be interesting, I think, to see how this campaign plays out with social media. It'll be completely different. 4 years ago, social media was not at the velocity that it is right now. Meredith, Steve?
All right, Travis, thank you so much. And again, keep in mind all those opinions are of our viewers, not those of us here at Pronews 7. But we appreciate your feedback, and we'll certainly try to relay those messages as much as possible.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks thought maybe it was going to be Marco Rubio from Florida, so there maybe where some of the Republican dissent came from. But real interesting. Again, thank you for sharing your comments with us.
Definitely. We'll be right back. Thanks, Trav.